Joe Minarik is a senior vice president and director of research at the Committee for Economic Development and co-author of the book, Sustaining Capitalism. And I asked him what message Trump's budget proposal sends.
It's a cost-neutral budget. If we say that we have problems with the budget deficit, this doesn't change that. So $55 billion more for defense, the same amount less for non-defense.
So when you look at some of the biggest budget cuts, the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, has the largest cut. The State Department, we're looking at climate and diplomacy aid programs, the World Bank. How should leaders around the world and lawmakers read into this? Secretary of State Rex Tillerson already defending some of these proposed budget cuts.
The administration is going to defend its own budget. There's very little doubt about that. Even though you have a majority from the Republican Party, the president's party, in both of our houses of Congress, those members of Congress are not the ministers in the government. They are looking out for their own prospects in elections going forward. They want to take care of their own interests. It's a big, diverse country. You have members of Congress who come from districts that are heavily agricultural. The president says he wants to cut the Department of Agriculture by 21%. Those members are very likely not going to be inclined to do that.
So how likely will this pass Congress?
Without change, the probability that it will pass Congress is zero. No matter how much a president is in tune with the Congress believes that it is their job to make changes. You also have members of Congress who have in their districts manufacturers, farmers, who produce goods that are part of the foreign aid program. They are going to want to protect their own constituencies, and they will express general agreement with the president, but they will go their own way in terms of what the specifics are going to be.
But when it comes to military spending, that's something they all could get around. And does that send a message to other countries around the world?
Well, there is the fact that local benefit comes from increasing spending. So there's an asymmetry here. You know, the president wants to spend more in any area. Well, there will be members of Congress who will believe that that is in their interest. On the other hand, when you're talking about the cuts that might be necessary in their perception to keep the overall budget from going up, so defense up $54 billion, non-defense down $54 billion. The 54 up is easy by itself. But if you're concerned about the budget bottom line, you have to find the savings elsewhere, and that's where it gets tough.